Well, there is gold in the first pan. That's a good sign. Well, hello everyone. Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am here doing something I absolutely love to do. I am checking out a new claim for the first time. I'm on the Cariboo River near Quesnel Forks. I'm here with my buddy Mark from Goldstream Plaster Supplies, and we're here having fun just testing a brand new claim. So wish us luck, and I hope you enjoy. And as you saw from the opening clip, my first pan from right there had one speck in it. One piece of gold. One pan, one piece. That's a good start. I'm gonna look around for other rocks to dig behind, see if I can get an idea of how the gold is depositing on this claim, and see if I can get some richer pans. And of course, it's always important to find a good sitting rock. That looks like one there. Well, let's see how pan 2 does. Another piece of gold. Oh yeah, bunch of fly poops. A lot of fly poops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pieces of gold, just small. I take that back. There was actually a bigger piece hiding under the black sand. One good flake, 6 little fly poops. There we are. Second pan, first big flake. Plus we got a bunch of that stuff. And on closer inspection, there's probably about 12 pieces in there. Just the 12 tiny little pieces, one good flake. That's good. The smoke in the air today is pretty bad. There's a lot of forest fires in the area. Pretty thick out there. That spot had enough gold that it's worth a second pan. And pan 2 from that spot is about the same. One good flake and a whole bunch of little fly poops. Tiny, tiny, tiny stuff, but one good one. Well, there we are. One very nice flake. Probably 10 little small flakes. It's not bad. Great for recreational panning. But if you wanted it to add up, you would need something a bit richer than that. So let's go and move and see if we can find a richer spot. How you doing, Mark?
I'm rich! I'm rich!
You're rich as you dump out your pan? Mark just called me upriver. Maybe that means he found something good. So what'd you find, Mark?
It's a little bit better.
Okay, okay.
It's a little better. We got
3 or 4 flakes and then some micros?
we got a whole bunch of micros too.
Yep. Up into the bank rather down into the rocks.
Rather down into the rocks.
Okay. Whoa. Don't mind me fall. I'll look and see what I got down there. I've got some rocks I want to deal with first, but then I'll check out the bank. There's Mark's pan. And we're getting there. As we do more and more prospecting, we're going to be getting in on the hotter and hotter grounds. I haven't had a pan with nothing in it yet, have you?
I had something in every pan.
Something in every pan. So I've done like a dozen pans now, and the second spot seemed to be the best. I got the bigger flakes and the bigger speck count. Every pan has had gold, but the speck count's been pretty small and they've been specks. So right there was the best spot so far. I'm gonna do one more pan from right there to get my excitement level back up again, and then continue prospecting the bar. Well, it's not just the biggest piece, it's also the best pan so far. So the gold is here. I just have to find other hot spots rather than just the one. Well, it's not just the biggest piece of the day, it's also the best pan of the day. That's a nice piece, that's the biggest, but there's also other nice pieces around, and it's a nice pan. Lots of little stuff, some big stuff. The big is still not huge. Should be able to get way bigger than that here. Now to find another hot spot other than just the one. Another 10 pans or so with only a few specks in each pan. I don't know, back to the hot spot? I like the looks of this spot right here. It's a bit of a flat spot, a bit of a low right through there. All the cobbles have been washed clean. You basically see no gravel, no small gravel. So the water velocity has been nice and quick through here. Might mean, because it's low, quick water, acting like a sluice box coming through here, gold may have fallen in between the bigger cobbles and landed on what should be gravel below. That's the theory. Let's see if it comes into practice. There's the gravel. You're not always looking for low pressure drop zones, what you would typically think of behind a big rock. That's where the water slows down and heavies drop out. Sometimes looking for a higher pressure drop zone where the water's rushing through may give you the larger gold or more processed material where it's washed away all the light stuff, just leaving the heaviest of the heavies behind. So once in a while, looking for fast water coming through a channel up high on a bank, you can get good gold. Not always, but it's a worth a try. It was pretty loose looking gravels down there, so I'm thinking if gold is falling, it's probably sinking beyond what I just dug. Now I need a new sitting rock. I see one! Only two pieces. They're slightly bigger than the fly poop stuff I was getting down below, but that's because the water is faster through that channel, depositing bigger gold, but less of it. Well, I think it's worth the second pan there. There is potential. Might just have to go deeper. Well, there's a cute little pyrite cube in this pan. Very black, very weathered, but neat little pyrite cube all the same. Oh, not much for gold. I see tiny, tiny specks. Tiny, tiny specks. There be gold, but those are tiny. Keep looking. Lots of heavy ironstone in this. Pyrites and ironstone, magnetite, whatever it might be. There's lots of it in there. But just tiny, tiny specks of gold in this pan. 3 or 4 little pieces, but nothing to write home about. Getting a lot in my snuffer bottle, but just not the deposit we're hoping for. Now that's more like what I'm looking for. There's a few hundred specks of gold in one pan. Okay, a few hundred might be exaggerating a bit. I didn't take the time to count, but there's a lot there. So higher up on the bank only gave us a couple of specks, but when we got down to where the steep bank ends and the shallow bank begins, that transition right there had about 100 specks in one pan. So I'm going to continue down towards the flats a bit more, see if we can continue that spec count. Well, that's pretty easy digging. If it can come out with that much gold every pan, that would be quick. So the second pan isn't quite as good as the first. A few bigger flakes though. Getting bigger might be better, but not as many. We will definitely hone in on the good stuff up there. So the first pan was really good. The second pan was mediocre good. Third pan, gonna be fantastic. I see a piece of gold already. That's a good sign. That's a sign that there might possibly be gold in my pan. I see gold on the other side now too. Let's get it stratified better. Now that is some fantastic gold. I love exploring new claims, and it's even better when you pull out fantastic gold like that on a new claim. That means it's a good one. Because really, we've only been here for like 3 hours so far. 3 hours on a new site, just exploring where the gold might be, and we already found a hot spot like that. Fantastic! And that is for sure the biggest flake of the day so far. Quesnel River, Quesnel Forks. I think this is actually the Cariboo River. There's 2 of them right here. Now let's go back for more. Oh yeah, round 4. Though I don't want to spend the whole day on one hole because I am actually here to explore the whole claim. So I'll do one more pan here and I'll note this spot for the future, and then I'll keep going and exploring more. That's a full pan of dirt. Okay, not quite as good as the last pan, but still really, really nice. That flake there is a little smaller than the big flake from the last pan, and I'd say there's about 2/3 the number of flakes, but that would add up fast. And yet another good hot spot right here. Great pan of gold. And that was only about half a pan of material I got that out of. Down onto a sand layer down below. Sand layers I really like. Often gold settles through the lighter gravels on the top, hits the sand layer and just sticks there. And I just took a whole scraping of a sand layer and got a really nice pan. And the heavies here are quite coarse. The gold is a little coarser, meaning it has some thickness to it. Nice size pieces, definitely going back there. If I'm gonna find a big piece today, that's probably the spot it's gonna be. Starting to get tired. Might need to break soon. Still have to show you the ghost town that's just around the corner here, Quesnel Forks. We've got gold washing out of the back edge. If you pan a little too long before you stratify, often you'll see gold on the back edge or the back corners. It's a good sign that you should probably take a pause and shake your material down again, but it's also nice seeing that gives you an idea that there's something good in your pan. So there's a really nice flake. Way up on the back edge of the pan of material, and I'm still, got a quarter pan of material there. Still have long way to go, and that flake is showing itself. Well, I sit here and finish this pan very slowly because, well, I know there's a flake in there, and I sure don't want to lose it. Not after you all saw that I actually had it in there at one point. But while I sit here, let me introduce Mark.
Hello there.
Mark runs a gold mining supply company. What's the name of it?
Goldstream Placer Supply.
In Grand Prairie, Alberta. One of the best supply companies in here, Western BC for sure. If you want anything gold panning related, check out Goldstream Placer Supplies online. And you ship everywhere, right?
We ship anywhere, all over the world.
You got flies all over you, man. These flies are killing us. If you need anything, check out Mark's store. Well, let's see if that guy had any friends. There he is, nice big flake. Whole bunch of little flake over here. One big one right there. Oh, another medium one over here. Another good pan from that hole. Well, that guy just took the lead of the biggest flake of the day for me. Mark just got one about the same size too. So we each have one nice big flake, and my snuffer bottle is actually getting a fair amount of gold in it here after doing so many pans. Even though most of those pans didn't have much, they all had gold. So I should have a good little smile to show you when the day's done. I'm starting to get pooped. So let's take a quick break here and tell you about the area I'm in here. This is the Cariboo area of British Columbia. Cariboo saw one of the biggest gold rushes around. When gold was found in Barkerville, just up here, people from all over the world rushed into British Columbia, into this area of British Columbia, to find the gold. And all around us, they found huge deposits of placer gold and hard rock gold as well. And this place, still to this day, is one of the hottest areas for mining in probably all of Canada. because there is so much placer gold here and hard rock as well. We have some big operations on the go up here. My buddy Tyler's mine is about 50 miles that way. The big hard rock company here, Barkerville Mines, it goes by a different name now, is about 20 miles that way. We have great big placer operations just like a mile, not even a mile this way. And of course we have the town of Cariboo Forks right below us, a ghost town, which was one of those gold mining, the gold rush towns of the day. This area of British Columbia is loaded in gold, but you have to put up with the flies and mosquitoes. And my claim here is actually on one of the richest rivers around, the Quesnel River. Well, in fact, the Quesnel River is right down here. This is, there's two rivers that join. We have the Cariboo River and the Quesnel River. It's known as Quesnel Forks because the two rivers, join at this point. And my claim, even though it's a 50-acre claim, is overlapped by two legacy claims. Claims from way back in history that are still active. One comes up from below, one comes up from above, and I don't actually have access or ownership of the overlapped areas where those legacy claims overlap my claim. I only own a little section of bar here, and that's why our prospecting was very, very limited to just along here, because that's all that my claim encompasses. One legacy claim there, one legacy claim there, and my little sliver in between. I think I'm almost done prospecting for the day, but I think that hole, being so hot and showing me the biggest flake, deserves one more pan. Well, there it is, the last pan of the day from right in there. And it's overloaded, of course. Now that's the full pan. Well, it was a very big pan for the last pan of the day. I'm down to the last little bit here. I'm hoping because I overloaded the pan with material, that means I also overloaded it with gold. Wouldn't that be nice? Big nugget in the bottom to end the day off with. Not that we're ending off the day. We're gonna go over and show you Quesnel Forks when we're done here. And of course, as always, we will show you all the gold recovered today at the end. Should be a really nice little smile in the bottom of that pan. What do we have? A nice pan to end it off with? Oh yeah, there's the gold. Look at that. That is a beautiful last pan. That is the way to end off a day, with a pan like that. You never want to end off with a disappointing pan, because this is what keeps you coming back. Now before I show you what's in there, let's go check out the ghost town. Now let's go have a look at the gold we got today. It should be good. Well, let's have a look. There should be a big chunk of lead in here too. There it is. A couple chunks of lead. That was from my last trip. There's that golden smile. So typically I like to get the gold a little cleaner than this at the river to show what I got for the day. But these flies are eating me alive. So this is going to have to do. And because I am on a big road trip right now, I don't have my scale with me. But everyone wants to know how much gold I got for the day. I would guess that's 0.4 to 0.5 of a gram of gold in there. A tiny bit of that came from the Quesnel River yesterday, but most of that is today's beautiful gold from the richest gold deposits in British Columbia, the Cariboo. And again, if you need any gold panning equipment, check out Goldstream Placer Supplies in Grand Prairie. And you also have a YouTube channel?
We do. Goldstream Mining on YouTube. Come and check us out.
I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me that thumbs up. If I haven't earned your subscription yet, I hope I earned it today. And a big thanks to everyone for watching, especially my patrons. Because of the support of my patrons, I get to make these weekly episodes of Dan Hurd Prospecting. Hope you're all having an amazing day. And until the next one, bye.